What's going on, guys? Don Ross with Patriot Business Systems, and today I'm going to talk on the missed call text back automation. How can you automate when somebody calls, hangs up, and does not leave a voicemail or does not shoot a text, they just call and hang up. And on this one specifically, we're going to talk on how to make it a multi-step so that if they call in and hang up more than once, they're not getting the same text message each and every single time. How do we rotate through a couple different text messages? So if you're not familiar, you can check some of our other videos. We've talked through both our Patriot Business Systems CRM platform based off of GoHighLevel. We also have a system based off of Podio. If you take a look at Patriot Business Systems with an S.com, got the chat bubble and the appointment bubble over there. If you want to schedule a 15-minute call and chat, see if it makes sense to work together, you can do that over there. If you are looking at a Podio setup in a real estate side of things, reiautomationsquad.com, head over there. You can, again, chat or go ahead and schedule a 15-minute call with us over there. If you're working through this and you have already your own setup, you can reach out with any questions you might have, 262-300-2882. We will respond back with a video content around that question that you have, and respond back and let you know that we've responded, and we'll upload that as content as well. So you're helping us, we'll help you. No charge there. We're just trying to help people get answers to questions when they're building out some of the stuff that we're sharing. If you don't already have your own GoHighLevel platform, check out the description. There's going to be a link for our 14-day free trial, so you can try that out, see how it works for you. Some things that you'll need in order for the text back to work. You'll need to have either a high level setup, which we're going to show and walk through, and you'll need your phone numbers already approved and A2P compliant, a campaign that's been approved either through Twilio, Lead Connector, etc. And then once you have that, we can set this stuff up. Now, GoHighLevel itself has the ability to have an area where you can input a text message for missed calls, but the problem with just that setting in the back end is that if they call in 2, 3, 4 times, it will respond with the exact same text over and over, and there's no delay. It's right away, immediate, so they obviously know at that point that it's an automated text. With this one, there's going to be some delays behind it, and it's going to rotate through a couple different messages, so a little bit more human-like interaction-wise. As we kind of talk through the steps and setting it up, some things behind it, we'll talk on maybe some thoughts on some adjustments with the automation, some settings to take into account. So without further ado, I'm going to pull up the contact card. So regular contact card inside of GoHighLevel, this is what it looks like. We might have some fields here that you don't have on yours because we've added some custom fields on the platform that we provide. But if you saw the missed call text back go out here in the activity screen, if they respond back, it'll come in here. You can respond back and forth and see all this in the activity log, as well as conversations. You could obviously see the new text messages coming in that they're replying to. Some things to think about. You could set it up so that you get a task notification when a text comes in like that they've responded. We've set it up before where it sends an email to you, it sends a Slack message, it can send a text message to you. Obviously, if you're texting them, they're texting back, they think they're interacting with you. Text message wise, they're going to expect a quick result, a quick return. So might make sense to have some type of notification that you're actually going to see, pay attention to, and respond to quickly. Obviously, you're spending time and money to get the leads. You should interact with them as fast as possible and qualify them, get them to the point where you're figuring out if it makes sense to move forward with your sales process. With that said, we're going to use tags. So the tags are right here. The tags are what's going to allow some of this stuff to fire off and move through the process. So when we set up automations, you should see this automations menu on the left. If you don't, you might be under someone else's agency or account and might not have access. They can turn the stuff on, turn it off. So if you do not have it, you may need to reach out to your agency owner. Otherwise, if you're looking for your own account, like I said, we have a 14-day free trial. Check out the description. We'll have that link there. And then with that, we'll help and assist with questions as you're setting some of this stuff up. So once you get over to automations, I'd recommend you do not start with a recipe. Start with by scratch. And the trigger is going to be at the top here. Trigger is we're looking for an inbound call with a no answer. So there's a couple different ones that are here. No answer and voicemail are probably the only ones that might make sense to send a text. But right now we've got it set to no answer. If there's an inbound call with no answer, then we're going to take a look at the contact card. Does it have currently any tags of missed call 1, 2, and 3? If it does not, it's going to go through the silo 1. If it has missed call 1 tag already applied, it'll go through silo 2. Missed call 2 will go through silo 3, and then it'll run around back to 1. So with that said, if I click on this, you see here we're saying missed call 1. We're going to go ahead and add that tag 1. Wait 30 seconds, send off this text message. If they call back in on a second missed call, and it already has missed call tag 1 there, it's going to remove it. It's going to add tag 2, wait 30 seconds, send text 2. Now some things that I would maybe think about is you might want to make it to where this one is maybe a 20-second wait, this one's 45 seconds, and maybe this one's like a minute and change. Make it a little bit more human-like with different wait times not being that same every time they have a missed call and call into you. So after 2, we're into 3. Again, removing tag 2, adding 3, waiting 30 seconds, send a text, and then we're going to remove tag 3. So essentially, any missed call after 3 will come back through silo 1, and it'll start over. So if they do, 4 missed calls, yes, they're going to start over with this workflow. There's nothing to say that you couldn't add more steps here. So I probably wouldn't go past maybe 6 or so. You could do more, but that's probably where I would stop, just writing the messages and then start back over. This is going to be obviously a whole lot more interactive and human-like if it's going to have different messaging like that. Now, obviously, if you're using maybe a chatbot or other things to interact with missed calls, you might not need to do something like this. But for those that are not and looking for a simple feature of being able to have missed call text backs and engaging with your prospects and leads, those that you're trying to convert into raving customers, this is a good way to interact with them and then just make sure that you're on top of those responses and make sure that you're reaching out to them. Again, if you're looking for help setting up your HighLevel or Podio, patriotbusinesssystems.com with an S or reiautomationsquad.com. Use the chat bubble over there. Use the ability to schedule those 15-minute calls if you'd like to talk to us. If you have questions on this or some of the other videos that we've released, we've been focusing on the phone systems lately with the videos that we've released, and then we'll start going into some of the other platform automations and features that are available. But if you have questions when you're watching those videos, shoot us a text 262-300-2882. We'll respond back with a video and then let you know that we've created that, and any other stuff that you have, let us know. So I will see you on the next video.